Did you know that it's easier to design mobility systems earlier than fix the problems later? So in this episode of SNAAP Transportation, my name is Andrew Cary, co-founder, CEO. We invite you to join us as we continue these discussions around the future of mobility, multimodal, multi-layered designs, redefining the future of sustainable, scalable, and resilient urban mobility. And now we're just going to highlight just some of the issues around designing mobility systems before you create the problem. So first of all, infrastructure alignment is cheapest done before the vertical construction. It's simply easier to embed corridors, walkways, guideways, utility pathways before you begin the work rather than after and face the issues of demolition and actually damage to those systems. Mobility also drives land value. So you're far better when you're designing your transportation systems first in these density areas, these high mixed use zoning areas that can be optimized around access points rather than do these later on and having to, again, deconstruct. And this, of course, will increase the longer-term return on investment for developers. Another point that's increasingly important is around the integration of that prevents bottlenecks. So if you're designing systems early, what you're able to do is, to have a road width and measure pedestrian flow. Increase in understanding and using the data points around parking ratios. And again, some of these issues are certainly best done before rather than trying to fix the problem later. And that's actually really an inherent problem in the United States. In developing countries, developing urban locations, these are thought leadership patterns that need to be dealt with before you have a problem that we're facing, or certainly urban centers around the world are facing. Financing is easier when you do the design work ahead of time, build these capital costs into early construction, whether it's smart cities, commercial residential developments, and so forth. And then actually you're training the community, you're training behaviors of the populace to now follow a new form of mobility integration. It's often said that we are certainly in the United States a car-dependent society with 1.1 persons actually expected to be in a given vehicle when the vehicle is actually meant for 4, 5, 6 people, and yet we have one person in the car and we create traffic congestion. Europe and other areas around the world are far less car-dependent, far more likely to use these different mobility systems. But again, even then, they still have the problem of traffic congestion.